Every single day you wake up, you're making a choice. Maybe you don't say it out loud. Maybe you don't even realize it. But deep down, your actions scream your decision. Either you choose to take control of your life and win, or you let life control you and lose. There is no middle ground. Life doesn't care about your comfort, your plans, your intentions. Life is a storm, unpredictable, relentless, and indifferent. And unless you stand tall, unless you charge forward, unless you decide that you are not here just to exist but to dominate, life will steamroll over you. People talk about fate, about destiny, but what they don't talk about enough is choice. The power of choice is the greatest gift you've been given. You can choose to be disciplined, or you can choose to be lazy. You can choose to chase your dream or sit back and hope someone hands it to you. But here's the truth. No one is coming to save you, and nothing is going to change until you do. Winning at life isn't about talent. It isn't about luck. It's about grinding through the pain, pushing through the boredom, staying locked in when everything around you is falling apart. It's about doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it, even when you're tired, even when no one's watching. It's about making sacrifices now that your future self will thank you for. Stop thinking you need permission. Stop thinking someone else has to believe in you before you go all in. If you're waiting for the perfect moment, if you think the universe is going to align just for you, wake up. That's not how life works. You either build your life intentionally, with clarity and commitment, or you get handed a life you never wanted. Your job is not to coast, your job is to conquer. You've been told to settle. You've been conditioned to accept normal. But nothing great ever came from playing small. Nothing legendary was built from safety. Everything you dream of, the strength, the success, the pride, it's on the other side of resistance, and it's waiting for the one who dares to rise. You don't win life by waiting. You win by doing. You win by getting knocked down and standing back up every single time. You win by saying, I don't care how long it takes. I'm not giving up. Winning isn't a what-time event. It's a lifestyle. It's waking up and showing up even when you don't feel it. It's owning your time, your habits, your energy. It's cutting off the noise, the doubts, the distractions, and locking in on the mission. You were not born to be average. You were not designed to go unnoticed. You were built with a fire inside you, and every time you push yourself further, that fire grows stronger. But if you ignore it, if you let comfort take over, that fire will fade. And one day, you'll wake up and wonder where the years went, where the energy went, where your dreams went. And it won't be because you lacked potential. It'll be because you chose not to fight. Life will throw pain, setbacks, betrayal, failure, and it's not personal. It's testing you, asking, how bad do you want it? And your answer isn't in your words, it's in your grind. Every rep you push through when you're exhausted. Every late night you spend building instead of scrolling. Every moment you say no to excuses and yes to progress, that's you fighting. That's you choosing to win. The world doesn't owe you anything, and neither does life, but it will respond to your commitment. It will move when you move, when you're relentless, when you decide that nothing will stop you. Life has no choice but to bow to your will. That's the truth winners understand. They don't sit around waiting. They move, they act, they bleed for what they want. And because of that, they succeed. You don't have to be the smartest. You don't have to be the most talented. But you do have to be obsessed. Obsessed with growing, obsessed with learning, obsessed with winning. And when the world tells you to slow down, to relax, to enjoy life, you tell the world, I'll rest when I've earned it. Because until then, there is work to do. There is a legacy to build. There is a future that demands everything you've got. Comfort will rob you blind. Laziness will bury you alive. Fear will keep you locked in a cage if you let it. But action, raw, real, uncomfortable action, that's what frees you. That's what makes you powerful. Every time you act in the face of fear, every time you move despite uncertainty, you build yourself. Not just the outer you, but the inner savage who refuses to quit. And that version of you, that beast, doesn't beg for greatness. It hunts it down. If your goals don't scare you, they're too small. If your daily routine doesn't challenge you, it's too soft. You must break the habits that keep you average. You must destroy the limitations you've accepted for years. And you do that one day at a time, one decision at a time, one fight at a time. Because the truth is, the more battles you win with yourself, the fewer battles life can throw at you that will phase you. When you win the morning, you win the day. When you win the day, you win the week. And soon, you're stacking wins, building momentum, becoming unstoppable. And that's when life changes. Not when things get easier, but when you get stronger. Not when the storms stop, but when you learn to walk through them like a warrior. You have a choice, right now, this second, to rise or retreat, to take control or be controlled. Life will always test you. That's a guarantee. But your response, that's your power. You can either bow to life's pressures or rise above them. You can either fall in love with excuses or fall in love with results. And every excuse you make is one step further from the life you want. But every step you take in discipline, every sacrifice you make for your future, those are bricks. Bricks that build the foundation of your legacy. So stop blaming the past. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop hoping things get easier. Instead, embrace the challenge. Get addicted to progress. Get obsessed with becoming better than you were yesterday. Because the truth is, either you win life or let life win on you. You choose. And the choice you make now, not tomorrow, not next week. The choice you make today will define who you become. So choose wisely. Choose power. Choose greatness. Choose to fight. Choose to win. There comes a time when you have to stop talking about what you're going to do and start becoming what you said you'd be. That time is now. Because life doesn't hand you success. It hands you challenges, and what you do with those challenges becomes the story of your life. So many people live their entire existence blaming the world, their upbringing, their circumstances, their pain. But you're not your excuses. You're not your environment. You are what you do when life gets hard. You are who you choose to become. When no one believes in you, when no one supports you, when the road gets lonely and the nights get dark, that's when the real ones rise. That's when champions are made. You must burn the bridges behind you and tell yourself there's no going back. I either build this life or I die trying. Most people want to win, but they don't want to sacrifice. They want to succeed, but they don't want to suffer. But success and suffering are twins. One always walks beside the other. You cannot separate the two. The pain you avoid today becomes the regret you carry tomorrow. But the pain you embrace, the discomfort you lean into, that's what transforms you. That's what molds you into a savage who doesn't just survive but dominates. Every great life was built on decisions made in silence, moments when no one was watching. But someone still chose discipline over distraction. It's not about motivation. It's about consistency. It's about waking up every day and choosing your mission over your mood. It's about putting your goals above your feelings. Because your feelings will lie to you. Your goals will free you. You have dreams inside you that will die if you don't act. And you'll never forgive yourself for what you could have been if you let them die. Do you want to live with that kind of regret? Do you want to look in the mirror one day and say, I could have won, but I quit too soon? This life is a war. You're either the warrior or the wounded. You're either writing your legacy or becoming a footnote in someone else's story. When you're faced with failure, disappointment, loss, that's when your true character shows. Will you run or will you rise? Will you break or will you build? You must harden yourself through fire. Every obstacle is a test, not of your ability, but of your will. Talent doesn't matter if you don't show up. Intelligence doesn't matter if you don't act. You win life by doing what others won't. You win by running while they sleep, by grinding while they party, by building while they scroll. This is not about being better than others. It's about being better than who you were yesterday. That's the only competition that matters. That's the only battle you must win every single day. People around you might doubt you. They might laugh at you. They might walk away when things get hard. Let them, because you're not doing this for them. You're doing it for the version of you that refused to quit. You're doing it for the life you haven't lived yet. You're doing it for the fire that refuses to die inside you. The beast within you doesn't care about approval. It only cares about execution. You don't need motivation, you need a reason. You don't need applause, you need obsession. You don't need followers, you need focus. Stop wasting time trying to prove yourself to people who gave up on themselves. A long time ago, you were not born to fit in. You were born to lead, to build, to conquer. You've already survived storms that were meant to break you. Now it's time to thrive in storms you were born to command. And yes, it's going to hurt. Growth always does. But pain is your ally when you know how to use it. Pain is the signal that you're leveling up. Discomfort is the gateway to domination. If it feels easy, you're not growing. If it feels safe, you're not evolving. The world isn't going to slow down for you. You either keep up or get left behind. And if you're tired, do it tired. If you're scared, do it scared. If you're doubting, do it anyway. Because the only way out is through. Every savage knows this. The grind never lies. You can fake effort to others, but you can't fake it to yourself. Deep down, you know if you gave it all. Deep down, you know if you settled. And the worst feeling in the world is knowing you had more to give but didn't. You have one life, one shot, one chance to go all in. Don't waste it waiting for a sign. Don't waste it trying to be perfect. Take messy action. Take bold risks. Make loud mistakes. Because action, even imperfect action, moves you forward. Regret keeps you stuck. Fear keeps you trapped. But courage frees you. Courage is choosing to stand when your legs shake. Courage is choosing to speak when your voice trembles. Courage is choosing to try again when everything in you says quit. The life you want isn't found in comfort. It's found in chaos, in courage, in commitment. You either choose to command your life or you accept the life handed to you. You either choose to write your story or you let the world write it for you. And if you don't decide who you are, the world will decide for you. And the world doesn't care about your dreams. It doesn't care about your potential. But you do. So guard it. Fight for it. Die for it if you have to. Because that's what it takes to win life. Total dedication. Ruthless discipline. Unshakable belief. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you work for. You don't get what you hope for. You get what you sacrifice for. And you don't win life by accident. You win it by design, by intention, by refusing to stop. You have the power. You have the vision. You have the fire. Now is the time to unleash it. Stop delaying your greatness. Stop postponing your purpose. The moment is now. The choice is yours. Either you rise or you fall. Either you fight or you fold. Either you win life or let life win on you. You choose.